Hi, this video is to show you how you can customize the semester schedule template, just doing a few changes to an Excel formula so that you can make it fit your schedule. First, I'm just going to talk about why you might want to use this. Here at EAC, we have the shifting days schedule, and sometimes the weeks are a little bit different than normal because of vacations or whatever. So, just to make sure that we have enough like a fast enough pace to get done by the end of the semester with what we want to get done. Sometimes we need to map out what we're going to do, and like a lot of times we're caught by surprise by how few days we end up having during a certain month due to vacation and stuff. And going through this might help you make sure that you don't get to the end of the semester surprised. So this is my schedule for this semester. I only have 4 sections, so they're all out here, but the template has 5. So what do I have? I have each class in columns here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I have the calendar for the semester on the left side, starting with January 25th, Monday, and going all the way to June 10th. Okay, and so you can see that the month is written in the A column. B column is the date. C column is which letter day of the week, A, B, F, C, D, or A, B, E, C, D. In the D column, we have how many periods you have for that section on that day. And this is what this file does automatically. It calculates this automatically. And then it also gives you like a class index number. So like, for example, if you have 2 sections for the same class, you might be interested in knowing halfway through the semester if you're kind of on pace or not to finish at the, with the same content. And the way you can do that is you can compare this class index number. Like if you're on class 43, here's about 43, and you make sure that, like in your other section, you're also about on trig functions 4, like that. Okay, and then finally, this column is for you to fill in with your plan. So I have like a brief description of what I'm going to do that day, just so that I can keep myself on pace. Okay, so that's why I use it. You can see that the things that are marked in gray are the EAC holidays that we already know about at the beginning of the semester, or days that students miss for some reason. If some students miss and some students aren't going to miss, like middle school field trip or something, I just note it here on the left. Like this is the Little 8 tournament, for example. Not everybody's going to miss, so I don't take that into account, but you can also modify, you can personalize yours so that you do make those days into holidays on your schedule. Okay? One thing that I can see at the end of the year that, for example, my 11th grade IB students are going to have 83 and a half periods and 83 periods depending on which period or which section. And then I can see that my seniors only will have 50 periods or 52 periods before they do IB exams because they lose a lot at the end. Okay, so now let me show you how you can personalize the Excel formulas. And if you really don't want to know how to do this, then just stop watching and come by and I'll help you do this. And you don't have to learn it, but if you like to learn about Excel, this is like a good place to start, because normally you can do some complex things by taking other people's spreadsheets and changing, customizing things to suit you. So let me show you how I would do. Like this already has a bunch of stuff filled in, but it makes it easier for you to adapt it. So the only thing you really need to change is like for the D column or the G column or the J column, the column that's underneath the class name. So first I'm going to put the class name, and just as an example, I'm going to use the A block. The A block, which is the class section which uses Monday 8 a.m. as the first class. And for example, it's marked in yellow here. So the thing about A block is it has a double period on A day. It has a single period on B and C day, and a 70-minute period on E day. Okay, so this counts basically as 2 periods. This counts as 1 period, and this counts as like 1.5 periods, right? It's not. You definitely can't do, 2 periods worth of stuff on a Wednesday unless you really rush. So I counted it as a 1.5. So for A block, we know that the double period is on A day. And so here I have that the double period, and you probably don't understand what this says, but it doesn't matter. You don't really need to understand everything. You can see this 2 here. This 2 here signifies a double block. So I'm going to put, instead of a D day being double block, I want an A day being a double period. So I'm going to change that to an A. What's the next one? So single periods are on B days and C days. So I'm going to make sure that the single period, which is associated with this 1 here, is going to be B days and C days. Right now it's A and B, so I'm going to change it to B and C, and actually the order doesn't matter. Okay, and then last of all, the 1.5 period, which is the Wednesday, is going to happen on Wednesday E day. So I'm going to change the 1.5 here to E. Okay, so I have the double block associated with D day. I'm sorry, I need to put that A day. And I have the 1.5 block associated with E day, and I have the single block associated with B and C day. So basically what you need to remember is the first letter here is going to be your double period day. The second letter here is going to be your Wednesday day, so it'll be E or F. And then these 2 here are going to be your single period days. So I have it all set up now to be A block, A block. So I hit enter, and then it's gonna, you can see like right now it's 2, 1, 1.5, but when I copy this down to the others, you can see that you're gonna see it's changing because now I'm gonna do A block instead of what I had there before. And so how do I copy it down to the bottom? Well, I could just put the plus sign right when I put the cursor right in the corner here, it makes a cross, and when I do that, I can double click on it, and it'll copy all the way down. You can see that it's changed the number of periods per day based on our new rule, and so you can go all the way down to the bottom, and you can see that it did know that it was supposed to copy it just down to row 140. So now I have changed this to be an A block. So now I'm going to say, oh, on A block, I have like Math 9. Okay, and so I put the name of my class there. And now I can see which days for the semester I really have this class, and I can even compare it to another column to see if I have about the same number of classes. Like, for example, for A block, I have 84 classes. For 84 periods. For this class, I'm going to have 83. And then maybe if they're the same section, I need to make sure that I'm always kind of synchronized between the 2. Okay, and so that's what you do. You just change the formula by clicking on the top one, and then you just change, like, okay, this one I'm going to change to whichever day of the week has double periods. This one I'm going to change to E or F depending on which Wednesday that class is on, and then I'm going to change these 2 letters to be the single period days of the week. And the beauty of Excel, one of the beauties of Excel, is that you only have to change one of the formulas, and then you simply double click here in the corner and it copies the same formula to all the others, and it's going to apply that rule for the whole semester. So you just need to customize this cell here, D3, customize this cell here, G3, J3, etc. And then you just double click on it to copy it all, and then it's all ready. So you can see it's pretty easy to customize this spreadsheet for yourself. It should only take about 5 minutes, and if it doesn't, please come and I'll help you.